What an exciting morning it is. Right now we are on the cusp of victory. You know what, even a second and third place is going to be blow to the mainstream media, but I think we can win this. But you know how we do it? We do it by focusing on what it takes to win an election. Number one, when you're trying to introduce your candidate to somebody, number one, don't make your issue their issue. If you're all about the gold standard, you know what, Susie that you knock on the door, she may not even know about the gold standard. So don't approach somebody with your pet peeve. Number one, don't make your issue their issue. Number two, don't get into debates. I know I'm kind of getting in a debate with you right now, but that doesn't help if you're trying to present your product or your candidate to someone when you knock on their door or call them. You don't want to get into a debate with somebody because you're wasting time that you could have spent talking to someone who actually is open to Ron Paul. Number three, don't go down rabbit holes, which means conspiracy talk or esoteric debating again. Don't go down issues and waste time talking to somebody who's not going to vote for Ron Paul anyway. That's kind of like number two. Number four, don't be afraid to say, you know what, I don't know. That's one way you can actually build rapport and empathy with somebody. If somebody asks you a question about Ron Paul's view on abortion and you don't know the answer, you might make a connection with them when you say, hey, I don't know, I'll get back with you. And then you have a reason to talk to them again. The fifth one is don't trash talk other candidates. Again, this is about wasting time. Don't waste your time trashing Mitt Romney. I know it's easy to do, and he's been on every side of every issue, and here I go, I'm trashing him. Meanwhile, I could be talking about Ron Paul. Number six, and the final one for what I want to tell you about tonight is when you make a sale, stop selling. When you've sold Ron Paul to somebody, it's time to just get a commitment to say, hey, would you like to have a Ron Paul yard sign? And yes, and move on. It's time to save your time reaching those, what is it again? Likely Republican voters. So it's time to stop trying to convince people. All we need to do is reach those people who are already identified as Ron Paul supporters. And you can do that, you can help with that with the Call from Home program from the Ron Paul campaign. The link is right there. There's also a number you dial in and a code you enter to get questions answered to help you through the process. I know it can be a little daunting at first. So share this information, focus on what it takes to win the election. What it takes is getting out the vote. All we got to do is make the effort, make the work, and you can do that from home. No matter what state you're in, even in Alaska, Hawaii, wherever you are, you can make calls for Ron Paul by clicking the link below. I want to let you in on a little challenge. I'm going to take it too. You know what? I'm going to pledge today not to look at the mainstream media, not to go to Drudge, not to mess around on Facebook, not to do YouTube comments. That's not going to change the election. What's going to change it is the fact that we know how to do it.